Hello, my name is Zhatelier. Welcome back for another episode of Shadow Empire. In previous episode, I think it was the last episode when the ruins or the scavenging over here in our capital ended. We still got quite a bit of scavenging to do in our... Oh, right, yeah, so there's the uncommon over here. We can get 1 in 800 points. We'll discover 1 artifact, which, you know, it's not too bad. But we're not going to get a whole lot of those. We did already unlock the ability to build the heavy industry, which is a bit expensive with the high-tech parts and all that, but that would allow us to get a whole lot more machine production. And for a lot cheaper as well, compared to the artisanal. But I think what we do need to do is we need to get the biofuel refiner, because we are still running a bit low on fuel. But unfortunately, we don't really have a huge options for that right now, due to the lack of metal. We do, of course, have a lot of money, though, so we could maybe just go ahead and spend a bit of money, and then we can go ahead and build up the hospital that we're already working on. Which is still going to take a while. It still needs, what was it, 180 metal. Right, well, let's get to the next round then, without further delay. No losses. In 5 turns, effective cries of violence will come into full force. You're right then. Militia learns from experience. Mercenaries to be integrated into military units, sure. We'll do that. Popular soldier in the 9th by extra military regiment. There's so many military regiments. Okay, so we could either increase the heart to quite a bit, or we'll increase the democracy. I think we're going to increase the democracy right now. And how much did we get? Oh, yeah, the hospital is almost done. So next round we'll have that sorted out. Although that doesn't increase the bureaucracy value, so that's actually not going to give us the demand that we had ongoing, but that's still alright. Right. Oh, we can finally contract the road over here. 640 is what we needed, so we probably could have done that earlier as well, but there we go. So we can then actually go ahead and send this one down south, and next round we'll go ahead and extend a little bit of the perimeter over there. Then in the north, of course, we got this stuff. I could move up north. I'm actually going to move down south to make sure that we get the supplies that we need. And then that's going to conquer a bit further over there. I'm going to construct a bit more road up here. It's going to allow us to get the supplies slightly closer, but it's also not the ideal location, perhaps. Yeah, so there is a bit more area over here. What's that zone? Robotic cave. Okay, let's go out and send in some... I'll send a spy team over there, actually. Robotic cave. Should be pretty much guaranteed. Oh, yeah, there we go. We've got 6 spies there now. Thanks to that, that should give us plenty of intel. I don't know how much we're going to discover from there, but I'm sure that will help. But if we have a look at the map total... Oh, so is that... I think these all these might be separate over there. I don't know about this one, that might... So it's probably just various inland seas, essentially, in here. There isn't, like, a massive ocean connecting everything on this planet. And yeah, Oloron is a massive zone over there. Nassau is still... holding on, surprisingly enough. And then the third rival over here is just a small section, as far as we know, which we could try to actually... If we go back this way... We don't have the metal for that yet, but I think what we are probably going to do is we'll set up a small zone over here, and the primary thing for that is just going to be being a supply sort of transit point, and to get to the other side of the mountains, and then on the other side of the mountains we'll have another zone. That will be a bit more. So it's just going to be a small zone there. We can't really do that yet, though. We do not have the oil for that, realistically speaking. But we'll start preparing for that, I think. And the first things to do, of course, after we've built up the hospital, we'll save a bit of points and start working on getting the refinery going on. We got the power for that. I think we probably have the food production and all that. And we've definitely got the workers for it as well, I'm sure. So we should be able to get that sorted out. Once we have a steady supply of oil, and then we'll go ahead and try to get the metal thing so that we can actually get some stuff from there. I mean, if we have a look at the demetallization, it's not going to be the most effective one, mind you. It's going to require 4 of these high-tech parts. We've got 3 already. We will need quite a bit of machinery, which, to be fair, what we could actually do... Oh, no, we can't. That's way too expensive to build right now. So we'll need to do the machinery by hand, essentially, right now, but or artisanally, but we'll eventually get those. Oh, and there we go. The supply area over there is slightly better. This one... Right, I can't move through there yet. Let's get to the next round then, shall we? Right, we have been closed off in the northwest. Plus volunteerism. Oh, physical storage completed. There we go. That was a quick research. We could get another grand convention and another private investment. Transport contract. We don't need that right now yet, but we will probably need some at some point. Military Research Council priorities. No changes there, I think. Secret Service Council task priorities. Also probably no changes there. Academic Council. Research targets. We're going to get the housing.
Yes, sir.
That's going to be very important. I reckon it's probably not going to be cheap, but I do actually wonder. So it's in here, we can see the housing is... public housing assets are optional as the populace takes care of itself, or care of this itself. However, if free housing is offered, it helps keep the workers' population happy and in place. Right, okay. That will probably help with the civilization score, and probably also the happiness will be greatly increased. Which, to be fair, population is rather happy currently. The workers are all okay as well. It could be better, but it's not the worst. Right, and there we go. We've got a little bit... Oh, how much is this one? It's 200. Okay, so that's not too much. Where's Craig? Oh, well, that's a bit further away. It's all the way there. Yeah, that's a bit of difference. Or distance. Okay, oh, we can go and continue with the road. Where do I... Actually, we're going to go down... Oh, wait, no, that's still 640. Never mind. No, we can't continue with the road, then. We did get the hospital, though, right? I believe that is now built. Yeah, it is. So, what should we start constructing? I suppose it is probably going to be the biofuel refinery. So that's going to require 3 machinery. We can do that. It's going to require a lot of metal, though, so it's not going to be instant. But the biofuel is going to be very crucial for our survival, quite frankly. Yeah, so we have been cut off over there. But at least we got a little bit extension. It's not all bad. And we managed to get the fuel on this side as well now, so let's go ahead and capture a little bit more ground there. And also more of the mountains. So that's another step closer. I do actually wonder, if we look at the food production... production is quite a bit, consumption is not too bad, so we've got like 400 that we're getting extra. Of course, some of that is then consumed by the military units. Because we've got extra production of like 50 right now, according to this. Yeah, we've got the colonists and recruits that are taking a little bit as well. Nothing massive, but some. But that's going to be alright. And how's the experience on these units over here? They're still getting some. Not massive, but I suppose there is at least some experience being gained by the field training. I suppose we can slow... I think... And we can't really get through here yet. But eventually we will. Okay, so... we'll capture those. We're still getting a whole lot of money by the looks of it. Oh, shit, 200. Oh, okay. Yeah, so we started researching housing, RPG, infantry, army. Side skirts are already a third of the way done. The new infantry unit is 92%. So that's going to be the sort of heavier infantry type. So it won't be on all infantry units necessarily, but it will be on some. We did get the... Oh, right, yeah, we've got 4 high-tech parts now, so we've got enough to build the metal... or demetallization plant in here. Now, that is still going to require a lot of the machinery and quite a bit of other things as well. If we have a look at the cost for that again, it is going to be so much metal that is needed there. It will then provide basically unlimited metal, though, and some radioactives as well, which is going to be quite handy, and some rare earth metals. Of course, we've got access to another 4,600 rare metals over here, which isn't the worst. Looks like the southern situation. I'm going to go ahead and capture a little bit of the mountains in here, just to help capture more of these, and maybe we can discover something on the mountains as well. Let me just double check the prospecting overview. Probably nothing. Yeah, no, we can't discover anything right now. Alright, then how's the victory overview? We're down to 17.2 points. So we lost it a little bit. We do have 6.1% of the planet, I guess. But that's about it. Pasana's got 8.7. And the population, well, it hasn't grown that much. It is growing, just not very much. But yeah, so we'll probably get a second zone over here somewhere. I'm not entirely sure where exactly it's going to be. We'll figure out a location for it. But if it's right here on the coastline, we can actually get both a port and, well, we'll probably have the truck station in there. And then probably an airfield as well is going to be potentially useful in there. I'm not entirely sure, but it could be useful. Well, we do have a tiny bit of metal, but that's going to run out soon enough. But let's get to the next round, shall we? Since we're not in war right now, it's not too bad. And we've got our quarter of the land here somewhat secured. I say that, of course. Right. Let's see. There we go. We got the foot soldier. And, ooh, light armor army, some of them we can now research. Or could be. Friendship pact. Anybody who attacks you will be our enemy. We could, in theory, suggest that. Is that something that we can do, or is that maybe... Oh, no, that is something that we could try to do. Or to joint effort, right. Difficult, okay, so we would be guaranteed.
Copy that.
There we go. So we got a peace deal somewhat with them. Wait, scientific exchange? Oh, right, yeah, we've done that already. Borget wants to execute relative. Well, that's a bit harsh. Let's see, enforcement heart would go up. I mean, enforcement is already on the rise. We could also try to support the mine, so yeah, we'll just, the tribunal is a pass of justice. The commander is probably not going to like it too much, but, that's alright. And the national budget, we don't need to do changes there. New demand. Meritocracy profile reaches at least 67. I think we could probably do that. I'm not going to do any changes on the Interior Council and the design target. Right, we could get the mechanized artillery, or we could do a new design for, let's see, so we got the, I suppose we haven't gotten the new machine gunners in a while, so we could develop on that one. And yeah, we've got this advanced machine gun, we could just go with the gas-powered machine gun, and then we could go with the Bata Envire suit for these, or we could just go with the combat armor, to be fair. I'll go with the combat armor. That's extra 150 armor strength there. Admittedly, it does increase the cost quite a bit. 2 metal and 2 industrial points per sub-unit.
Copy that.
We'll do it anyway. Right, so speaking of metal, oh, we got a third of the biofuel blend down. It's not exactly very far yet. Let me double check that we haven't gotten any more prospecting. Yeah, no, we don't have anything in there. Still getting loads and loads of money. Housing is now 10% done. RPG. Ooh, actually, if we're getting that much money, let's have a look at the economic report. I know that we've got that somewhere. Treasury cash flow. There we go. So sales tax is 160 credits. Income tax is actually a lot less, so we could try to reduce the income tax. Let's see, increase, decrease sales tax. We don't want to change that one. Decrease income tax. There we go. That's a guaranteed success. The population should be a bit happy about that. Let's go ahead and capture a bit more of the mountains. We're going to keep this, or bring this a little bit closer to regain the fuel and all that before we go for another trip out there into the emptiness. And there we go, we're capturing a bit more of the mountains in here. At least we are gaining some ground now, finally. Now that we've got the road up to here, that made a massive difference already. We can capture a bit more over here. If we could link up to the Liberty Tunnel, that'd be nice, but that might be tricky. At least for the time being, until we get the road at least up to the middle of that. And that's, well, actually, we could get the road a little bit closer. We're going to go down south first, and then we're going to have the hub over there. And it's going to have like a, kind of like a, well, the 3 roads going out of there, or the 3 roads either going in or out of there total. So 1 to the northwest and 1 south, and then that one coming in. So that's going to allow us to get in, basically cover a bit more of the mountain range up here. And then we're going to get to down south to the Liberty Tunnel, which we might then connect from here somewhere across there as well. Although sometimes, technically speaking, the way that the supply networks work, it's better to have branches rather than loops. Except if like one section gets cut off, then it's better to have the loop than, you know, lose supplies completely. But it can cause some extra usage of logistics points otherwise. It's not the end of the world, mind you. You just need to prepare for that, I suppose. Right, is this one? No, that can't capture it anymore this round. And then up here in the north, we already captured the land, so I suppose we can just go ahead and get to the next round. A lot of movements on our neighbor here. Oh, motorbike infantry. Ooh, that can be actually quite handy. Our policy started another auction. Let's have a look. Is there... Right, well... Ooh, 600. That's quite a bit. But I guess we'll do that. Eventually, we'll probably have pretty much full control over them. Or, you know, we'll be pretty much the only one that can say what they are allowed to do. Right, let's go ahead and move through here. Oh, there we go. Oh yeah, the extra road over here definitely did help. And actually, what we can do is we can extend this road now up to the middle. Good. Now, we can't really build anything there currently. We could actually just go ahead and build the road down there. And then up here as well, to extend the logistics even further. So we got that one. I suppose we can go ahead and move down south. Oh, yeah, they are starting to cut off us in the south even further. We need to be somewhat quick with our expansion over here. We'll definitely want to get at least that one. It's not a lot of population, but it is still some population. And let's go ahead and move over here. Next round we'll move back. We could probably go ahead and start sending this one down south. We'll try to get into a little bit closer to the good supplies first. And then we'll loop over here, capture a bit more of the mountains at least. So in terms of industrial points, we are spending quite a bit. We've got plenty of ammo. We are still... Actually, how far? Okay, we still need 2.4 full rounds of construction. So in other words, it means 360 or 356, technically speaking, metal. We've got a bit of a credit, but we are also not getting quite as much anymore since we lowered the taxes. Housing is now 21%, research done. Science goes out 61 actually. And helicopter engine is almost done. Okay. I wonder if that's going to actually allow us to start designing some of the planes then. It might be. But I suppose we still don't have an airbase either, so there is that. Next round, that's one's going to start heading south, I think. And we could probably go ahead and send in this one a little closer over here. Capture a bit more of the mountains. I'm hoping that we can at least get some nice discoveries in the mountains. Like, there is a good chance that there is metals in here. Not necessarily guaranteed, but there's a chance for it. Now, how is... No, Nassau has still not taken over, as far as we know. We might not have full information about the situation, though. There's a lot of troops in here. Oh, right, they got ice mine over there. What else do we know that they have? They got some biofuel, they got an airbase, they got some industry, high command, bureaucratic office. They got some solar panels as well. Seems like that is probably the best option for power in here, because oil is a bit of a... Well, a rare commodity, let's put it that way. Also, that one, I don't know, this might be the seals actually, I don't know. But that might land in here somewhere, and we need to be somewhat careful about not getting cut off entirely. Right, well, I suppose there's not too much going on, so let's get to the next round. Let's mostly just capture a bit of land and then slowly do some construction work. Ooh, yeah, that is getting dangerously close. Yeah, Brusher Point assets is still at level 4. That didn't go through. Hey, helicopter engine researched. Assassin droid. Artifact, okay. That's interesting. Improvised industrial points. Mobilized artisans produce IP in their workshops. Require 500 credits. Not all might be spent. Okay, we can recruit a talent. And our bid was the highest. So we now own 4 out of the 10 shares. That's pretty good. Don't change it to the staff council thing right now. Air Force. Aircraft design. Hold on a bit. That's the continuous X, right? Oh yeah, we open up that. Yeah, there's a linear research. Yeah, so that would improve those slightly. I guess we'll get the turbo engine underway. And custom formations, we still don't have the points to modify anything, so we'll postpone on that one. Independent lab discovery in Spike. Discover a private technological laboratory in a remote... I think that's supposed to be area. Of Spike. If we would scrap it and enlist this staff, it would give us plenty of organizational political muscle in the form of 41 political points, or we could ask the scientists to start sharing their work with us and gain 100 research bonus points every turn. I think we'll ask them to share their work with us.
Yes, sir.
And then minor worker strike. Let's see, there's a small strike, to be fair. We're going to give in to the demands. I know that the government doesn't like that, but at the same time, it keeps the population somewhat happy. Retired militia general in Spike. Right, still meddles actively in militia politics. Increase funding to the militia with 1,500 credits. Yeah, we're going to pay our respects, but refuse his demand. Free trade. Free bund. Sure.
Copy that.
Oh, so there's the lab. Huh. Oh, there we go. Oh, they did manage to get on the road here. Okay, I might go ahead and send one of these to assist from the other side. I should also get this one closer to logistics because right now it's getting cut off. Don't know what this one is, to be fair. But I guess that's something that we'll find out. We've still got some supply issues down there. Let's go ahead and move down south. Capture a bit more of the area. And then this one's going to move south as well. So now we've got this at least within the zone, which is good. We're still lacking metal, mind you, but at least we've got some things done. And the biofuel is now... Well, probably with this speed about 6 more rounds away. I actually wonder. So in zones... Right, so that would reduce the level, but increase the quantity. A mother load. Ah, right. But it increases the deposit quite a bit, but yeah, that's not going to create a new deposit as such. Let's go for the treasure hoard. Ooh, that would be metals. You know what? Yeah, we'll do that.
Yes, sir.
180 metals, 113 rare metals, and 361 fuel. There we go. That was worth it, I think. Also, did the private sector build anything recently? Let's have a look at the private sector's things. So, we've got the library and schools, we've got the dome farm, we've got a waste disposal service. Commercial area, museum, transport hub is level 3, zoo is already level 3. And customs, there's also the casino. And was there also the, yeah, militia has a level 3 already. And we've got the brothels and hospice. And so we've got a decent amount. Actually, I do wonder. How is the private sector... They've got quite a bit of private funds, actually. The private economy is booming. Well, that is definitely good news for us. We've got 110,000 population already, so that is at least growing at a steady rate, I would say. Right, the one problem that we do have is the northeastern area there right now. That is tricky. I'm going to try to capture a bit more of this, but yeah, it seems definitely like our neighbor is just sprawling everywhere. Oh, they've got 2 metal mines here. Oh, bollocks. I'm a bit of cellos, actually. Oh, those got a metal mine as well. Well, no wonder that they're able to expand. Now, I don't suppose they had necessarily ruins as much as we did, so we have probably gotten some more extra machines and such from the stuff that we produce. But it is not really that much, comparatively speaking, in the end. And the biofuel is still going to take a while, but at least we do get some stuff from here, so it's not all bad. Just quickly double check the housing is at 30% now, so that's still going to take a while. The side skirts are 75%. The better machine guns are already 60% done. And the Turbo Pro engine is still going to take a while. Alright then, yeah, I guess we'll just get to the next round. Right. Not much went on there. Ooh, conventional small arms optimization. Ooh, and right, there's private assessment. Oh, right, ancient statue, just got it. Okay, let's see. If we scrap it, we'll gain 1,500 credits. Or clean it and restore and get 1 political point per round. I think we're just going to clean up the statue.
Yes, sir.
Get more political points. Okay, Maritime Trade has offering to buy some industrial points. It's not going to pay much. But I'm going to sell regardless.
Yes, sir.
And then they offer an advisor, but we cannot, unfortunately, afford that. Not right now. Okay, so we know that there is an enemy over here. We'll try to get these troops a little bit closer and stop that. Oh, is this the... That is the seal. Well, unfortunately, we cannot attack them. And I have a feeling that it's unlikely they'll go into the mountains. But next round, these units can probably go ahead and push the seals back into the ocean, and we'll get the supplies back in here, because the situation is a little bit dire for those troops. And there we go. We've got some more free folk. And we captured that, so we got a bit more over the mountains, at least. Blocking the enemies... from getting any of that. Well, rivals, rather. Although, technically speaking, we are friendly with them. So if there is a war with us and Friedbund, then they might help us, but that's not a guarantee, of course. Problem is that I don't think they can move their troops into our zones. So they won't really be able to help us directly. But at least we know that they are, hopefully, not going to be attacking us in the rear. Oh yeah, side skirts are almost done. The machine gun upgrade is going to be done next round. Turboprop engine is already 2/3 done. So that's not too bad either. Its tech level is definitely increasing slowly. Yeah, we did get the ancient statue as well. Oh, right, yeah. It's right there, actually. We're getting a whole lot of these various goodies through the events. It tends to happen when you are not expanding too much anymore. You start getting a whole lot of things. Oh, and suddenly, did we? No. We just got some of the extra oil from the events. Yeah, we just got a whole lot from the zone. That's all about it. We don't actually produce any, I don't think. Well, we do actually produce a little bit, but we also consume more than we produce. So, yeah, there is that. I suppose I could go and expand... Oh, actually, yeah, this could push a bit further west. Or south, rather. So we capture some more of the mountains there, and that's... Oh, yeah, they've actually managed to start pushing further west now. They are pushing towards the Kargazuma. I don't think I can really get there. I'm probably going to pull this one back into the good supply areas soon. But overall, the supply situation for the main branch, at least, isn't too bad. Well, let's get to the next round, shall we? We can get a couple more techs. At least one more tech, probably, this round. Plus the machine gunners. So nothing there. Danger test in... Oh, yeah, that's not great. And we've researched the side skirts. Excellent. And the machine guns. Good, good. Now, new demand. Bureaucratic assets reach level 5. I think we're going to try to do that this time around. We do need to still get the biofuel production. We don't need it too badly right now. Apply science council task priorities. We're going to focus a bit more on the research, actually. Like 60 and 40.
We'll go.
Military research. Ah, there's the radiation filter. That could be useful. I'm going to have a look at the tech tree real quick. So we've got all of... Oh, no, there's the radiation filter right there. So we could get that one done. Oh, we could go for rocketry. Actually, we're going to go for rocketry. Because that's going to allow us to get rocket artillery. They spend a massive amount of ammo. But they have long range. And that is actually massive. Let's go ahead and decide the motorbike infantry, shall we? We'll get the... Do I actually want to go for the gas-powered carbine? I would keep the ammo consumption a little smaller, but we actually, at this point, we don't actually need to worry about the ammo too much. We'll go with the gas rifles for these. And the pattern environment. Combat armor is unfortunately not an option for the motorbike, I think. So they got a little bit of reduced options there, but it's still fine. And the fact is that they're going to be quick. They're going to be good for recon. And just, you know, moving about. Oh, there we go. They decided to move away. We're going to keep things as is. If they land again, we'll just destroy them. But we'll keep those troops in their positions for now. Oh, we could actually go ahead and extend the road a tiny bit. No, we can't. Never mind. Yeah, that's high mount. Oh, yeah, it's high mountains, not low mountains. Low mountains are the 320. Fair enough. Okay, let's go ahead and move that into better supply areas. I guess we could go ahead and push a bit further west in the, or northwest in the meanwhile. Try to at least capture some more of the mountains, and then this one can probably start heading down or up north again. Just move a little bit to the west and then head north so we can capture some more of the mountains there. But I do see that we are actually out of time for this episode, so enjoy this, please like, subscribe if you haven't already. I'll show you the links down below in the description. But other than that, thank you very much for watching, and next time, bye bye.